What's going on, everybody? I'm Justin Hickox, and
I'm Dionna.
And this is going to be your ultimate gift guide for any lady in your life.
Or maybe for yourself.
If you're new to me, I've been doing hair professionally for about 30 years now, and my wife loves to buy stuff.
I do.
But we know how hard it is to find, ideas for the significant other. So we've got some of our favorite things that I think you and anyone in your life is going to be super stoked to get. First up, this is the Tymo Airflow. Now, while it may look like just your average everyday curling iron maybe, it's actually a flat iron. I didn't like this in the very beginning. I was wrong. This thing is awesome. The coolest part about it is this actual round edge. So if you're a person that's like really struggled, like Dionna did, with trying to curl your hair with a flat iron, this thing's a game changer.
So you've got the flat iron, because for me, I flat iron the bottom of my hair and then I curl the top of my hair. And so I don't know if it's like a mental mind trick that it does because it's round, so it makes you think that it's a curling iron. It took me a few tries until I got it down because of the curl patterns and things like that, but now it's my go-to. There's little vent holes on the outside that actually blow cool air, because the thought process is as you're curling it, the cooling things are cooling down your hair, so setting the curl.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never ever used it.
Yeah, I probably should use it, but it's been amazing without. So at about $100, it's absolutely well worth every single penny to me.
Ladies, we can't be spending time in the sun anymore. We got to protect ourselves, but we still want a nice golden tan. We want to not look pasty white like I usually look all the time.
You ain't trying to look orange.
Yeah.
You know that carrot look. You know it.
Sunless tanning lotion from Coco and Eve. Since I found it, I've been using it, and then somebody's been stealing it.
No. I've tried it like 4 times, and she yells at me every time. I was testing it. I was testing it for the audience.
I like that it doesn't make me look like overly tan. It just gives me a little bit of glow, a little bit of color, and it's really easy to apply. Just have your little mitt and you just give yourself a little massage. And the thing that I really like about it is it wears off really well, because sometimes you'll get those splotchy patches as things are wearing off. This doesn't do that. And even if I forget it to do an area, it's not super dark. This kit retails for $77. We're just wrapping up our first bottle, and so yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're not wrapping up our first bottle. You're wrapping up our first bottle since I've only used it 4 times.
How do you know you did it 4 times?
Because you yell at me every time I do it, and you've yelled at me 4 times. So.
Yeah.
Okay, and next up is another sleeper. Did you see how I did that? Watch. Yep, that's not it. This is absolutely one of my go-tos for the past over 30 years. It is called a Volumizer, and it is one of my absolute favorite brushes. It's like $9, so it's a perfect stocking stuffer. It does help to get the hair up off of the scalp and actually create a little bit more root lift and volume when you're blow drying it, and that's partly due to these little ridges here and the much airflow that goes through it. But also, it feels good on the scalp. It doesn't feel like really strong or like scrape the scalp a lot, and it's really lightweight and just easy to handle. So yeah, it has been absolutely not only my favorite, but I don't think there was a person in any of our salons, hundreds of stylists, that I have not seen use this. Here, let's comb your hair with it now.
Don't you dare touch my hair.
Let's just show them how it works.
Next up is a little bit of a curveball. So this is the Loopy Case.
There's no such thing as her getting a new cell phone and not having one of these cases on it.
And the thing that I love about it, we've seen those pop sockets, that pop up and down so you can put your fingers in. This is a loop.
I just love how you explained that this Loopy Case, this is a loop.
Yeah, it's a loop. Ladies, we know that we want to make one trip from the car, and you've got your cell phone, but you don't have any pockets, so you're like, oh, I got this here, and then I've got all my bags. Or hey, I want to take a photo outside when we're going 60 miles an hour.
When was the last time you were driving 60 miles an hour on the freeway and you decided, I've got to stick my head out the window and take a photo now?
I was a passenger.
Yeah, I can see the uses on it.
Yeah, it's really great. And it comes in a bunch of cute colors, so you can coordinate. This actually, I bought this just for Italy, because I was like, this has Italy vibes. It's got some tan and some black. But yeah.
When did tan and black become Italy? Up next, if you have spent any time around this channel, you have not only seen me use this, but you've more than likely heard me tell you how much I love this. This is the Laifen Swift blow dryer. Everybody I tell about it that's tried it absolutely swears by it. It gives a ton of air pressure, so it gets the hair dried really quickly, but not as much heat, so it's not as damaging. There's 2 different heat temperatures plus a cold temperature. There's an actual ring around the back that shows you what temperature you're on, whether it's cold, hot, or medium. It's really easy to clean the filter, which I clearly need to do. And then it comes with a bunch of attachments that just magnetize onto the end. I mean, even at $150, it's punching way above its weight class for the performance. This has absolutely been my go-to dryer.
I'm bringing in the big guns.
Oh boy.
This is the Ninja Creami. And it is my best friend. This probably gets used at least, 3 to 4 times a week?
Oh, easily. Yeah. Easily 4 times a week.
You know, during my menopause journey, when I was trying to lose a menopause weight, I said, okay, I'm committing to not having ice cream and I'm gonna replace it with protein ice cream. So I'm getting extra protein and not all the sugar and stuff. Yeah. It's fantastic. I love it.
It's great. I mean, you can make ice cream with it out of any ingredients that you would like. She makes protein ice cream. It's gross.
No, it's not. These.
Yes.
This is Clean Simple Eats. And I've tried a lot of proteins and some are okay, and some are not good at all. And I gotta tell you, seriously delicious.
Oh, I don't know why I don't like it in ice cream. Just with water, it's amazing. But ice cream, I'm not the fan. But this hack for you, not for you, because she doesn't like coffee.
I don't like coffee.
Weird. This eggnog right now with 2 scoops of this and a coffee, holy eggnog latte. Amazing, 40 grams of protein, actually healthy.
They have so many flavors as well. My favorite, I love the chocolate, I love the vanilla. There's strawberry cheesecake, which is really good. Don't buy the big bag first. You could buy the samples, so little individual servings, or they have a variety pack, so you can check and see what flavors you like before you commit to a larger bag.
1000%. So if somebody you know is into fitness, 1000%, get them those samples. Perfect stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good.
The thing about this is it's only temporary during the holidays. They had pumpkin and they've already sold out of pumpkin.
Yeah,
so I didn't
not
get to try
fair.
it. Yeah.
Why? Why would you do that to us?
Yeah, we have to stock up now. Ooh, pumpkin
eggnog latte. Hickox
holiday treat.
I am not telling you that you should email on all their Instagram and all of their social media. Hit them up.
Tell me you want a Hickox holiday flavor.
I would never tell you to do that. If anybody in your life cannot stand to dry their hair with a blow dryer and a round brush because it's super awkward to use 2 things, they're not alone. This, the name of this is gonna be right here because it's way too many words for me to say.
And it's got the hair all in it.
Because you use it. We actually did a video where we tested a bunch of the top rated blow dry brushes. And this was one of our favorites, hands down, partly because it's at a reasonable price point, $155, which is not inexpensive, but seemed like it was built as well, if not better, than a lot of brushes that were actually much more expensive. It's got these great little bristles here, as well as the longer bristles. It grabs more tension in your hair, which is really important when you're trying to actually smooth hair out. It's got multiple different heat settings, which is really important. It's got a cold setting. It didn't seem to get stupidly hot like some of them did, to the point where it felt like it was just adding way too much damage in your hair. Definitely the favorite of that video. If you're a type of person that doesn't want to use 2 things, this is definitely a really good option for you.
Next up, this is Dermatology, and I've been using this for years. This is a needleless serum that I've been using daily. They've got the hydrating eye pads, when we wake up because somebody's been snoring way too loud and we need something. I will record you. And this is the pumpkin mask that I really like. But this is probably one of my favorite things. This is actually a tinted moisturizer with SPF in it. And I really like it because I don't tend to wear a ton of makeup. And so this gives just enough coverage plus the SPF protection. It's like a mid-price line, so it's not ridiculously expensive, but it's definitely not drugstore either. Highly recommend, especially that.
Does that taste like pumpkin?
Do you want to try it?
No.
Okay.
I'm just thinking it's false advertising if it doesn't taste like pumpkin. That didn't work. That was way more smooth that time, right? A water bottle. Well, there's something special about that, and that's this.
Hanger. Cool.
Yeah, it's a hanger. You can put your carabiner on it. You can hang it from your pants. No, that is not cool. What's cool, boom, you've got a tripod water bottle everywhere you go. And so now when you're sitting with your friends at lunch, you can go like this and be watching something way more fun than listening to your friends. Is that how it goes?
That's why you have no friends.
That's the only thing I wish they would add to this, as a straw hole or something.
Hickox.
But then it's kind of awkward though.
The Hickox hinge. If you've ever been on the plane and they don't actually have the monitors, you just put it on the tray table, set it down, and you just watch. You know those gym people that like to record themselves going in the gym working out? I wouldn't know such a thing. I wouldn't do it. Don't make that. You do it, it's more incognito. And they have various sizes. So I think this is a mid-size one. There's one smaller and one larger, I believe.
And they're about $60.
Hey, Ringo, let's add a straw. Next up, makeup brushes. These are BK Beauty brushes. This is actually her holy grail trio of the 3 most popular brushes. Little disclaimer, Lisa J, she's actually a good friend of ours, and she's actually the owner and founder of BK Beauty.
A good human being.
A good human being.
Legitimately a good human being.
That also makes amazing makeup brushes.
That too.
Yeah, so I didn't really think that there was a big difference on brushes until people would comment like, oh my gosh, your skin looks so different. Like, what are you doing differently? And I'm like, I'm using the same makeup, I'm using the same skincare. It's gotta be the brushes, right? So it just applies so nice. It feels really nice. You wanna feel it?
Yeah. Yeah, we can just do this. The rest of it is that we know a lot of makeup artists who also love these brushes. And to me, there's a reason that you, as a professional, you choose specific brushes. So it makes sense.
So this is her holy grail. There's also Angie Hot and Flashy travel brush set. And then there's also the Nikki LaRose professional set, which is also amazing. Her holy grail trio retails for $120.
Is that like a normal thing for brushes? Are brushes, what did brushes cost?
I don't know, I'm new to brushes.
Oh, okay. Okay, next up is something that there's no possible way that I am bringing downstairs. I could barely get it. I couldn't get it upstairs. The Speediance Gym Monster 2. I legitimately was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not. I kind of actually prefer weights, right? Like dumbbells, barbells, stuff like that versus machines like this. This thing is awesome. It tracks all of the exercises you're doing. It's got exercise options that it'll work you through, like with little training sessions. It tracks all of your volume, like the volume you lift. It packs down into a very small footprint. It's rad. I love it.
When we were researching home gyms, we were actually looking at the tonal originally.
Yeah.
We realized was you have to have it professionally installed.
Yes.
Which means you have to have it professionally uninstalled if you want to move. And so this one, you can actually, it has wheels that you can move it around.
It's not the most inexpensive thing.
The retail price of the Gym Monster 1 is around $3,000.
The Gym Monster 2 is a little bit more expensive.
Correct. But I do know that they are having a Black Friday sale right now with up to 20% off. And then they actually gave us a discount code if you use the code Dionna for an additional $120 off. So you can bundle the two deals.
There'll be a link in the description, but if you're in the market for a home gym and you've been trying to figure that process out, I can't tell you enough great things about this.
Definitely check it out.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
And next up, the red light therapy mask from CurrentBody. The 2. This is a CurrentBody 2 mask.
Oh, wow. There's no part of that that does not look like a serial killer. Ladies, I'm not saying that, I have a headache doesn't work, but so does that. How often are you supposed to use that?
I use it every night. Well, so it's red light therapy, so it helps with collagen production. It always makes my skin feel really glowy. There's a lot of research that our friend Penn Smith Skincare actually has a whole video on all sorts of LED and the research behind it. Last but not least, we have the Ziip Micro and Nano Current. This is a tool that I've been using, for probably about the past 8 months, and I really, really love it. It comes with an app, which is super great. They actually have a lip routine that you can do that kind of brings more blood circulation to the lips and gives you a poutier smile.
Does it work?
I haven't tried it.
Oh.
I don't go out on the town, so you don't take me anywhere.
Have you seen the mask you just took off?
They also have settings for Founder's Favorite that helps with chiseling the jawline and helps with collagen production, things like that. They have a setting in the app called the Problem Solver, and it's geared towards removing acne. And I was like, there ain't no way. So I gave it a test. Thankfully, I had 2 zits. All right, I'm gonna treat one and I'm not gonna treat the others. And then just kind of shrunk. It didn't get the whitehead on it. It just kind of disappeared over a period of 2 to 3 days. Whereas this one, full on whitehead, gotta pop it, all the things. So I was like, oh my gosh, this thing's like magic. This retails for $3.99.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
If it takes the zits away.
Some people do Botox. I do this.
Well, does it? I mean, get
well,
more
no, you need to use conducting gel or else it'll zap you.
So those are some of our favorite things. So yeah, if you want to make sure that the gift that you give is met with people being really happy.
Or for yourself.
Check those out. And if you liked this video, then you're probably going to love this video. And if you go check that out, we'll see you over there. I'll probably see you over there. She might not be there, but I'll be there. Now you're not going to go there. We'll both be there, I promise. There you go.